project manager for this project. And this is our virtual public meeting for this project that is just about to start construction. We have the next slide, please. Again, welcome. Cam Coley is our meeting moderator. If you have questions at any time during this presentation, feel free to enter your question in the chat box over to the right of the screen, and we will go through those questions at the end of the presentation. This presentation is being recorded. Again, today is February 18th, 2021, and it will be available on the project website after the meeting. Get to that website, you can either click on the link right now, or else you would go to charlottewater.org, click on projects. There's a gray banner across the center of that page, and on the far right-hand end of that gray banner, you'll see projects with a drop-down menu. Click on that drop-down menu. The top choice is construction, and then you'll see all of Charlotte Water's projects pop up. They're divided to water and sewer, and also what is in design now and what is active. As of today, February 18th, it's still in the coming soon section at the top. Projects are listed in alphabetical order, so you would scroll all the way down to the bottom. Okay, our agenda for today. We're going to be introducing everyone to the project team. We'll give an overview of the project, tell you what to expect, schedule when things will be happening. We'll be going over some frequently asked questions, and any questions that come in during the presentation we'll answer at the end of the presentation. And finally, we'll wrap up with contact information. Okay, this is our project team. So I am with Charlotte Water. We also have partnered on this project, Crowder Construction Company and HDR Engineering. Introduce those folks. I'm Amy Verschell. Patrick, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Patrick Buckley with Crowder Construction Company. I've been the project manager through design, and I'll be the project manager through the construction portion too. Thank you.
This is Matt Schultz. I'm with HDR, and we are serving as the design engineering firm for the project, and I serve as the design manager.
Okay. So the overview of the project. Charlotte Water names their projects based on what they are and where they are. This is a sanitary sewer project. It's not a water project. It's sometimes hard to tell when you're just putting new pipe in the ground. It is in the upper McAlpine Creek Basin, and it's actually along a tributary that goes to the creek. We're going to be zooming in on the left-hand corner is the road, and you can see this tributary kind of runs from southwest to northeast at a diagonal. Most of the time, we're going to be staying on the southeast side, the Bend Creek neighborhood, those neighborhoods right of that line. We almost up by Albemarle Road. So we start out at Lawyers Road, left-hand corner of the screen, close to the Bend Creek neighborhood. We'll be paralleling Trotters Ridge Road and Old Meadow Road, but we won't be on that side of the creek along there. We'll be on the side of the creek. A number of streets will dead at the creek, such as Olivet Drive, Tinwald Lane. You can see some of the other streets that dead end there. Center, the big blank in the middle of this map is Northeast Middle School and Independence High School. If you're standing in the parking lot for those two schools, you would probably be able to hear the construction. It's down at the bottom of the hill in the woods to the end of the parking lot. We continue up, now paralleling Old Meadow Road. We cross Harrisburg and Central Drive, continuing up to the right. We cross the creek close to Manchester Lane, one of the little dead ends that comes off there, and end up, if you know where the AutoZone is on Albemarle Road, we're actually behind AutoZone, and we end on a small street, Lake Leslie Lane, that comes off of Albemarle Road. Okay, so why is the work needed? This is to allow for more flow for future development within the McAlpine Creek Basin and also the adjacent Clear Creek Basin. There is an existing sewer already. That sewer was built in the 1970s. It's in pretty good shape still, but it won't last forever. And so we will be ready if that sewer needs to be taken out of service. We are making some minor repairs to that sewer. Okay. Overview of the project. We're pretty much done with the design. HDR prepared a preliminary engineering report, getting ready to plan out this project. There have been surveyors out, site investigations going on, such as checking the condition of the existing sewer. Field studies, testing. We did check for rock along the alignment, and we did find a lot of rock. For as deep as this new sewer pipe needs to be, we're down in rock layers. We've applied for permits. We're also acquiring easements. There are 41 separate properties that we're acquiring. So if you're one of those 41 property owners, you already know about this project. And if you haven't heard about an easement, we will not be on your property. It's a pretty tight alignment. We'll be right across the creek from you then, but not actually on your property. We've also developed the construction costs, make sure we have funding in place and the schedule so we can answer questions about what will be happening when. Okay, the construction, starting March 2021. So that's in less than 2 weeks. So just about 10 days from now is when we're expecting to start. And we expect to finish in early 2023. What you'll see first, contractor mobilizing, that's Crowder Construction Company. So they'll be moving heavy equipment, material supply site, clearing. So if there's trees or brush on any of the properties, they'll be grinding those down. You'll see silt fence going up all from end to end of the project. That's a black plastic fence. It's about 2 feet high. Blasting, I will go into more detail about what blasting means a little bit later in the presentation. And finally, actually getting to the point of putting pipe in the ground. So with construction, there may be some road closures, possibly detours. We're not expecting any detours at the moment, but it's possible. The traffic control is more when you're moving heavy equipment, delivering materials, pipe and stone to the project site, hauling dirt off. So heavy traffic getting in and out of the project site. And there would be flaggers to stop traffic along a lane of traffic if need be. We'll be on private property within the easements. So again, those 41 properties that we talked about, we will just be on within the easements, not going up and down driveways or anything like that. We're not expecting any water service disruption. If we find that it's necessary, we will provide advanced sediment and erosion control. Again, that's that black silt fence that you'll see up about 2 feet high. Construction's a pretty muddy process, and we want to keep all that mud contained within the construction zone. We don't want any mud running off into the creek. And again, we will be blasting during this project. So here's a couple photos of what you'll see initially. The large photo on the right is just after the easements have been cleared. You can see everything's been ground up into mulch. You can see that black plastic silt fence on the right. There will be some areas also that will have that orange construction fencing. The photos on the left are what it will look like just after getting the pipe installed. You'll see in some areas, the manholes will be coming up 2 feet out of the ground. In backyards, finished areas, they'll be flush with the ground. So it's just dirt, kind of a rough grade initially. This slide shows what it looks like when we're restoring the project. It will be planted with grass seed and straw put down, that grass seed grow. And the site will be maintained. The silt fence stays up until the grass is grown and can prevent silt from running off the project. Okay, blasting. A lot of questions about blasting. This is a standard construction procedure. This project picks up where another project that just finished last summer, when that one finished, and so we were blasting along there. Because the pipe is so deep in the ground, it is down in a rock layer, and the only way to get that rock out is to break it up a little bit. The bottom right-hand photo shows a seismograph, and we will have seismographs monitoring at the 3 closest structures to the blasting zone. The blasting is required to be less than a certain level that would possibly cause damage to drywall. We're not expecting that. Again, the existing sewer is only 20 feet away from where we're going to be blasting, so we want to protect that as well. If you're within 500 feet of the alignment, you should have received a letter offering a free pre-blast survey from Sol Seismic. And the purpose of this is, so if you feel blast and you go looking for cracks and you don't know if that crack has been there before or not, this is somebody, a third party who will go through very methodically and look for existing cracks inside or outside of your home. Some people don't feel comfortable with having somebody come in right now, and you're welcome to just get an exterior survey of your home. They just take photographs and document where there are existing cracks, so all parties would know, yes, that already existed, or no, that's a new crack. Communication. So this project actually overlaps between the city of Charlotte and also the town of Mint Hill. Mint Hill is informed of this project that will be coming up. We'll provide updates to the community. You can look at letters. If need be, we will have additional virtual public meetings during the project. And you can always go to this project website at any time. It would be charlottewater.org. You look for the gray banner across the middle of the page, all the way to the right. It says projects with the drop-down menu. You'll click on construction, and then you'll look for the Upper McAlpine Creek project. They're listed in alphabetical order, so this would be at the bottom. Right now, this is what the website looks like. That shows that with the check marks in the design and the real estate acquisition phases. And very soon we'll be taking those check marks off because that's complete, and we will have the construction box checked. So on our schedule, design phase is complete. We're finalizing permits. We're pretty much complete with getting all permits for the project. And we are expecting, as of today, to start construction March 1st. Again, the first you'll see is the clearing, bringing material, erosion control. The blasting will probably won't start until mid-April at the earliest, and then continuing for a while. And then the pipeline actually starting to be installed this summer. And we expect to be complete sometime in early 2023. Okay, we do have some questions. Where will it take place? So again, within construction, along the tributary to McAlpine Creek, between Lawyers Road and Albemarle Road. How long will the work take? We're expecting to start March 1st and go into early 23. We don't expect it, for the most part, to interfere with commuter daily drive. There'll be occasional traffic, the equipment or deliveries or hauling dirt off, heavy trucks getting in and out of the project site. That would just be for a few minutes. Working hours, we will be complying with the City of Charlotte noise ordinance. So we won't be starting before 7 a.m. and finishing by 5:30 in the evening daily. We don't expect any night work. If there is night work, it will be on an emergency basis. Yes, we will be removing trees. If you remember the photos from the clip, wide we need working space. If water service needs to be interrupted or shut off, we will notify you. Who should I contact? Again, I'm Amy Verschell. I'm the project manager for this project. The number listed there is twofold. That is my office number. If at some point during this project I'm back in the office, at the moment you call that number, and it does ring my cell phone also. And you can also reach me by email at that email address. And always you can go to the website, projects, the construction, and the Upper McAlpine Creek project. Okay, I am not seeing questions that have come in during this presentation. If I'm missing any. Hopefully, we've given everyone some information and know where to turn if they have questions at any time during the construction process. And if there are not any questions, the next slide. Again, here's my phone number, my email address. Feel free to reach out at any time during the construction project. All right, thank you all very much for your time today, and questions. Thank you.